When American and British forces deploy worldwide as NATO allies, their weapon philosophies reveal fundamentally different approaches to modern warfare. Let's begin. Main battle tanks, armor dominance. M1A2 Abrams, the American juggernaut, USA, 1980-present. The M1A2 Abrams weighs 73.6 tons with composite armor reinforced with depleted uranium. The 1,500 horsepower gas turbine engine delivers 67 kilometers per hour top speed. The M256 120mm smoothbore gun can penetrate 700 millimeters of steel armor at 2,000 meters. The fire control system includes thermal imaging and laser rangefinder, allowing first-round hits at maximum range while moving at full speed. The gas turbine engine provides instant throttle response but consumes 1.67 liters per kilometer on roads and up to 5 liters per kilometer cross-country. Over 10,000 Abrams have been produced. Combat from Desert Storm to Iraq achieved kill ratios exceeding 100 to 1 against enemy armor. Challenger 2, the British Fortress, UK, 1998-present. The Challenger 2 weighs 74.8 tons with classified Dorchester composite armor. It is the only modern main battle tank using a rifled 120mm gun. The rifled gun fires HESH rounds effective against fortifications but can only penetrate 550 millimeters of steel armor versus the Abrams 700 millimeters. The diesel engine generates 1,200 horsepower, giving 59 kilometers per hour top speed. However, fuel efficiency is 0.5 liters per kilometer, providing 550 kilometers range versus the Abrams 426 kilometers. The Challenger 2 holds the record for longest range tank kill at 5,100 meters. Only 447 were built. The Challenger 2 has never been destroyed by enemy fire in combat. The Abrams wins in mobile engagements through superior speed and firepower. The Challenger 2 excels in defensive positions with superior armor and accuracy. American doctrine treats tanks as offensive weapons. British doctrine treats tanks as mobile fortresses supporting infantry. Infantry rifles, the soldier's tool. M4A1 carbine, American firepower, USA, 1994-present. The M4A1 carbine weighs 3.4 kilograms and fires 5.56 by 45mm NATO rounds. It cycles at 750 to 950 rounds per minute in full auto mode with accuracy to 500 meters. The 14.5-inch barrel provides an overall length of 838 millimeters. The Picatinny rail system allows attachment of optics, lasers, flashlights, and grenade launchers. The direct impingement system makes it lighter and more accurate but requires frequent cleaning. Over 500,000 M4A1s equip American forces with proven reliability in 20-plus years of combat. American doctrine emphasizes fire superiority through volume of accurate shots. L85A3, British Precision, UK, 2018-present. The L85A3 weighs 4.98 kilograms. That is 1.5 kilograms heavier than the M4A1. The bullpup configuration gives it a 20.4-inch barrel in only 776 millimeters overall length. It is shorter than the M4A1 while providing superior muzzle velocity. Early versions had catastrophic reliability problems. Heckler & Koch redesigned critical components. The L85A3 is now reliable under combat conditions. The bullpup design provides advantages in urban combat, but the ejection port makes it nearly impossible for left-handed shooters. British doctrine emphasizes semi-automatic fire with individual aimed shots at specific targets. The M4A1 is lighter, more reliable, and more adaptable. The L85A3 is more compact and more accurate at range. Americans suppress enemies with volume of fire. British soldiers engage with precise aimed fire. Fighter aircraft, air superiority. F-35A Lightning II, 5th generation dominance. USA, 2016-present. The F-35A Lightning II costs over $1.7 trillion total program cost. The radar cross-section is smaller than a golf ball, allowing penetration of heavily defended airspace. The N/APG 81 AESA radar tracks multiple targets at 150-plus kilometers. The distributed aperture system provides 360-degree infrared coverage. The internal 25mm cannon has 182 rounds. For internal weapon stations carry AIM-120 missiles or 2,000 pounds of bombs. External pylons add 15,000 pounds when stealth is not required. The F-135 engine produces 43,000 pounds of thrust, giving Mach 1.6 top speed and 1,200 kilometer combat radius. Sensor fusion integrates data from all systems, presenting pilots with comprehensive tactical pictures. Over 1,000 F-35s have been delivered. Cost is $80 million per aircraft plus $30,000 per flight hour. Eurofighter Typhoon European Excellence, UK/Germany, Italy, Spain 2003 present. The Typhoon prioritizes kinematic performance and agility over stealth. Twin engines produce 40,000 pounds of thrust combined. Superior thrust-to-weight ratio makes it arguably the world's most capable dogfighter in close-range combat. The Canard Delta wing provides exceptional maneuverability. Pilots report the Typhoon outperforms F-35s in within-visual range combat. The 27mm cannon plus 13 external weapon stations carry 16,500 pounds of weapons, including Meteor missiles with 150-plus kilometer range. Combat radius of 1,389 kilometers exceeds the F-35A. Maximum speed of Mach 2+ significantly outperforms the F-35. However, the radar cross-section is orders of magnitude larger than the F-35. At beyond visual range, the F-35 sensors likely give advantage. In close combat, the Typhoon's speed and maneuverability make it lethal. The Typhoon costs $124 million, but operating costs of $18,000 per flight hour are lower than F-35's $30,000. Aircraft carriers, power projection. Gerald R. Ford-class American supercarrier, USA, 2017 present. The Ford class displaces 100,000 tons operating 75-plus aircraft. Two A-1B nuclear reactors generate 700 megawatts. That is 3 times Nimitz-class power. MALS replaces steam catapults. Advanced arresting gear provides safer recoveries. The air wing includes 40-plus Super Hornets, 5 Growlers, 5 Hawkeyes, and helicopters. The Ford class requires 4,660 crew versus Nimitz-class 5,500 through automation. Nuclear propulsion provides unlimited range and 25-plus year life between refuelings. The carrier generates 270 sorties per day. That is 25% more than Nimitz-class. However, MALS and AAG suffered chronic failures during testing. Cost is $13 billion per ship, making them the most expensive warships ever built. Queen Elizabeth-class British power projection return, UK, 2017 present. The Queen Elizabeth-class displaces 65,000 tons operating Stavel F-35B aircraft from ski jump ramps. The decision to use Stavel limits carriers to F-35BS and helicopters but eliminates catapult complexity. Maximum capacity is 40 F-35BS with typical deployments carrying 24 F-35BS plus helicopters. Integrated electric propulsion generates 109 megawatts, providing 25-plus knot speed. The carriers require only 700 crew through automation. Cost is $4 billion each. That is less than one-third the Ford class cost. Ford class generates 270 sorties per day versus Queen Elizabeth class 72 sorties per day. That is nearly 4-to-1 advantage. However, Queen Elizabeth class costs one-third as much, requiring 1/7 the crew. This allows Britain to maintain 2 carriers, providing continuous presence. Sniper rifles, precision elimination. Barrett M82A1, American Reach, USA, 1982 present. The Barrett M82A1 weighs 13.5 kilograms, firing .50 BMG cartridges. That is 12.7 by 99 millimeters, generating 18,000 joules of muzzle energy. That is nearly 10 times the energy of 7.62 millimeter rifles. It engages targets exceeding 1,800 meters and penetrates light armor and vehicles. The semi-automatic action allows rapid follow-up shots. The 10-round magazine provides sustained fire. American forces use M82A1s primarily as anti-material weapons, destroying vehicles and equipment at long range. Over 100 countries operate Barrett rifles. Over 100,000 have been produced. Cost is $8,900 per rifle. Accuracy International AXMC, British Precision, UK, 2014 present. The AXMC weighs 7.0 kilograms. That is nearly half the Barrett's weight. It provides effective range to 1,500 meters with .338 Lapua Magnum. The bolt-action design requires manual cycling limiting rate of fire but provides inherent accuracy advantages. British snipers emphasize first-round kills through perfect shooting fundamentals. The AXMC's compact dimensions allow operation from confined positions impossible with the Barrett's bulk. The weapon lacks the Barrett's anti-material capability. .338 Lapua Magnum defeats light cover but cannot destroy armored targets. British doctrine employs AXMC for precision elimination of high-value targets. American M82A1S destroy equipment with anti-personnel as secondary mission. The Barrett destroys targets dramatically and publicly. The AXMC eliminates targets quietly and precisely. Conclusion: these 5 matchups reveal that modern warfare is won by weapon systems where operational doctrine, strategic priorities, and resource availability matter more than individual technical superiority.